Okay, so here it is, guys. This is the 3D model that I have created for the new reception space. I use a program called SketchUp, and I've been using this for quite a while now. I actually used to teach it when I was a teacher to students, and so I became really efficient with it. And from these models, I did one with the chapel as well. I can actually take this and make it look more lifelike. And this is where we got our renderings from that you'll see on the website and whatnot. But anyways, and for the most part, it's exactly like the building is gonna look. There may be some small details like light fixtures that might be slightly different, or maybe the glass in these doors will be a little bit bigger. But for the most part, this is gonna be what the building is. And so I just wanted to take a moment and share this model with you so that you can kind of get an understanding of what we're working towards building. And so we're going to be building this. Our complete date is going to be June 15th of 2023. So at the time that I'm filming this, that will actually be in about a little less than a year away. So anyways, if you're familiar with the brim and the way it lays out, this right here is going to be kind of in this area will be the parking lot. And so as you come up the hill, the driveway, that'll be kind of right here, and then you have the choice to either park going this way or on this opposite side. And so lots of parking out here. Also, if you're familiar with what we have right now, the setup that we have, this little spot, kind of this corner of the building, is about where the porta potties are currently on site. Now, the cool thing about this building is that there is an exterior entrance right here into the bathrooms. And there's also an interior entrance into the bathrooms from the main room, which I'll show you in a second. But we thought this was extremely important, and the reason is maybe you're coming to the brim and you're not throwing a reception, and so maybe you're getting married in the chapel. Maybe you're just having a ceremony. Well, your guests still need a place that they can go to the restroom if they need to, and so they'll be able to get in from the exterior right here. And so anyways, that's kind of what that is. And then if they were to continue to walk down this path here, it's going to branch off right here and lead down further to our circle paver area. And then from there you take a right, you're in the outdoor ceremony space with the white poles. And then you kind of keep going further from that. The chapel would be kind of right up over here on the hill. So just that's kind of the best I can do with what we've got to tell you where this is at on the property. Parking lot all right here, exterior entrance to the bathroom kind of right here, and then the main entrance into the main space. Now, the main space is, well, I'll get there in a second, but let's talk about this door first. This door is 10 foot tall. It's huge. We think big doors are awesome. Right, and just like the chapel has grand iron doors, so will this one, even more grand, because marriage, when you become married and you strengthen your marriage throughout doing that over the years, you become a giant, and we just want to make sure that giants can get into our space when they come, and so that's why we've made this door so grand. So let's go into the space, shall we? So peeking through the window now, and we'll bust through here. But this is the space, and so just to give you an idea, on this side and the opposite side, so over here, there are tall, skinny windows. One thing we love about the space is that there's lots of windows, and not to mention all the garage doors, that there's a lot of natural light that's going to be in this room, okay? So these are 14, 15 feet tall, right, to the tallest spot. Up here, these are 8 foot wide by 4 foot tall, and the overall height of this room is about 20 feet, 22 feet maybe. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is a big space. And so this main room going this way will be 40 feet, and then coming along this wall here, right, going this way all the way over to here is 80 feet. And so to give you an idea, our wedding tent that we currently have is 40 by 60. So this room will actually be an extra 20 feet, not to mention all 6 of the garage doors here can open up and go to the covered overhang out there, which is or 16 feet in depth, and I'll show you that here. So that's kind of what that is right here. A good space for your guests to just overflow onto the property. A space that's in between that can be used for whatever is needed. And so let's go back in the room here though. So this is just an exterior entrance, right? You've got your main one over here and then another one over here. This door right here will go into the prep area for your vendors. I'll talk more about that room here in a second. This window kind of right here, this is actually going to be a service window for, let's say, bar, right? So there'll be a garage door that opens up and your folks can grab their bar drinks right there. It's just a simple window. And for when we're doing bar, this door and this door is storage and kind of a little office area for Kelsey. And then you've got these two doors here. So this door is going into kind of the family room or the bride's getting ready space, whatever you need to use that room for. That's for you all to use when you rent the building. And then this is the other interior entrance into the bathrooms. So like I said, you can either get to the bathrooms from the exterior or right here, you can go into the bathrooms there. So the bathrooms are going to have a shared communal space for washing of hands. And there'll be a drinking fountain in there and whatnot. And then all of the stalls, there'll be 4 of them total, can be used by either male or female. And so each door locks on its own and goes from the ceiling to the floor. So it's completely private in those bathroom stalls, but they will be kind of unisex stalls going on right there. So anyways, this building is meant to share a lot of similar properties with the chapel. So the paint, the board and batten feel, the black rooftop, right? It's literally the garage doors are identical to what is in the chapel. So we wanted it to match. We wanted it to kind of have the feel of the property. This door right here is an exterior entrance into that getting ready space for the brides, right? So there's that interior door. So you can kind of walk through if you wanted to do that. In fact, I can go ahead and take off this roof right here, and you can see what I mean by that. Now, I don't have furniture or anything in here, and I just don't have the time or really feel like we need to put that in there. I can give you an idea of what's going on, but we'll put a couch in there, a corner with mirrors maybe, and some counter space for makeup and whatnot, maybe a little fridge, but everything will kind of be there for that room to just be cozy and welcoming for you and your family or your party to use. Over here there'll be, like I said, this is a communal wash space, washing hands. Now you might not be able to tell this, but these doors, they're massive. They're 8 foot tall. So you're looking at this, and this room might feel small. It's not. This is a pretty large room. All of these doors in here, we've made them really grand. And like I said, the prep room will also have an exterior entrance over here so that your vendors can kind of come in over here quietly. They're not going to be messing with coming in on this side and making their way through. No, we're going to park them down here. They can use this door and then get into the space that way, or they can get into the space from this exterior door as well. So we've liked how we set this up to where your vendors can kind of be over on this edge. And if you're a vendor, I hope you see this and you'll see how this works, because right now we really don't have a whole lot for you. Inside this room, there'll be counter space. We'll have a fridge and a freezer in there. We'll have an ice machine as well. And we've said potentially food warmers, but we aren't sure on that just yet. We will have a small sink in there, but this is not meant to be a place where you come and cook, right? All food needs to be pre-cooked before it comes to the property. And from there, this is just a prep space, right? So florists, you can come in and prep your flowers in here, get your water that you need for them. Caterers, you can have your food set out, be, moving that in and out as you bring it into the main space and whatnot. So I think that's a pretty good breakdown of this space, and you can see online what we've done. I'm going to turn that back on. This is kind of a picture that we have up online of the space in general. So I took that roof off of both sides here so you can see what's happening. We're saying our max is 150, and we just, between parking, the size of this main room, that's what it's going to be comfortably. Could there be times where maybe you came to us and said, I'm actually closer to 170. Maybe we can make that work. But for now, we're leaving our max where it is at 150. So, well, guys, this is the space that we're going to be building, right? A little less than a year from now is our target for this to be done. And we're super excited. Let us know if you have any questions. Please, at the bottom, subscribe and to our page. We would really love to have you following what's going on. Give us some love. That kind of helps us stay relevant. And anyways, hey, thanks for checking it out. And we'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye, guys.